guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're wondering why my arm is like that, it's because I'm holding onto this huge bin right here with all of my empties that we're going to be talking through today. So it is officially that time again to talk through some beauty empties. We have skincare, hair care, makeup, body care, a little bit of everything here. This is just my new empties bin. I have a spot in my closet specifically for this, for my empties, and then once it's full, it's time to make a video. So if you want to see, oh my goodness, the contents of this bin, hear my thoughts on these products after having used all of them, then you are in the right spot. Let's jump right into it. Okay, let's jump right into this. I have my bin right here. I thought for this video, instead of going about it by categories, so like skincare empties first, then hair care empties, I could just treat this like a mystery box and reach in, not knowing what I'm grabbing, and then talk about it. So bouncing around categories, I'm totally up for whatever you guys would like to see. So if you prefer the more organized method, let me know. We can go back to that for the next empties. But if you like this better, let me know that too. Okay, item number one. Oh man, okay, I know I have another one in here, so I'm just gonna pull them out together. I feel like I have a lot of makeup in here that's gonna bring me back in time to like 2016 makeup. These are Anastasia glow kits. So this one is the Sun Dipped glow kit. I'll show you guys right here. And the original That Glow kit. Obviously, I have not fully hit pan on all of these, but these are so old. They're absolutely expired by now. Oh my gosh, I used to love these. They just have such a nice, pretty sheen and really good shades. But honestly, as I continue to use more and more makeup and play around with makeup, and just as I've gotten older, I've really wanted to kind of slim my collection down from being absurdly out of control to just having my absolute all-time favorite Holy Grail products, which I will be doing a makeup Holy Grails in the future, but these just no longer made the cut for me because I feel like there are formulations that I definitely prefer more. These are just slightly more powdery than I like, or at least look a little bit more powdery on the skin than some of the other formulations that I find myself reaching towards now. So great highlighter palettes. I don't even know if they still carry these. I feel like they've started to discontinue them slowly but surely, which is sad because it's just nostalgic for me, but no longer going to be part of my collection. Ooh. Okay, I feel like this needs to make it on my shelf somewhere, maybe down here. This is the Versed On The Rise Firming Serum. It's just so cute. This is a peptide blend with resveratrol, which is an antioxidant. So this is supposed to be for aging skin. So this is their anti-aging serum. I did enjoy it, but I ended up just using this primarily on my neck because I have other serums like my Dermatology needleless serum that you guys know I love that I prefer to this. That one just has better ingredients. I find that it works a lot better for me. But this is a nice affordable option that you can pick up at the drugstore. So if you were interested in a peptide serum that you can just grab at Target, or I don't know where else they have Versed products actually, but this is a good one to look into. They have some really great products. I do have an entire Versed brand review. I'll just say it now, like in all of my empties video, I have reviews on probably almost all of these products, not every single one, but anything that I have reviews for, I will link below, as well as direct links to the actual products if you're interested in buying. So that's a good one. It's just definitely not my favorite. Like I said, I have ones that are more effective, but not one that I would knock at all. Really? My hands just don't even work. So this is from the brand Haircare. Is that how you pronounce that? It's their Build Up Balancing Hemp and ACV shampoo. So it's a hemp and apple cider vinegar shampoo. I picked this up a long time ago because it's a fragrance-free shampoo and I wanted to test it out because I feel like there really aren't that many fragrance-free shampoos that are great. So this one says it's fragrance-free, it has hemp seed oil and apple cider vinegar, that it's a hair reset for styled, swim, and harsh conditions, like chlorine probably, and that it's a shampoo. Obviously, I just said that. So this says it's paraben-free, sulfate-free, mineral oil-free, petrolatum-free, formaldehyde-free, and cruelty-free. So they definitely kind of buy into the clean skincare tactics there a little bit. But honestly, I just didn't really like this. It wasn't anything that I had a problem with. It didn't leave my hair feeling dry or stripped, which is great. But I feel like it didn't do that great of a job at cleansing my hair. It's one of the more lighter weight formulations for a shampoo, kind of a little bit more of a gel versus a very liquidy formulation, but I don't know, it says that it's a clarifying, hair balancing, pH adjusting formulation. I just didn't think it clarified my scalp all that well, so maybe this would work a lot better for you if you washed your hair more than once a week like I do, but just not really for me. Okay, next is from the Inkey List. This is their Oil and Water Double Cleanser, and I just didn't really love it. It was fine, but oh my goodness. just not my favorite way to remove makeup. It's a really odd formulation actually because it has oil and water, so it separates. So I would find that if I just tried to pour it straight out onto a face halo or makeup eraser, which are a couple of the microfiber towels that I use to remove makeup, that just the water portion would come out because the oil and water were separated, and then that didn't do a good job at removing my makeup. So I had to shake it up and then act quickly, and I just didn't really love the way that it felt on my skin. So I actually do have a review comparing this to their Oat Cleansing Balm, so if you want to see how those work side by side, that video is available, but won't repurchase. Next is a moisturizing lotion from Cetaphil called their moisturizing lotion. So this says it's for the body and face, and this has 6 moisturizing ingredients with vitamin E and B5. This is a really nice one that I just used for the body. So I did recently upload a review talking all about the different Cetaphil moisturizer options, which ones are better for certain skin types, and this is one that I think actually would work really well for most skin types because it's a pretty unassuming formulation, but in a good way, to where it's not super lightweight and non-moisturizing for dry skin, but it's also not super thick and creamy and heavy and just unpleasant to wear. I think it's really, really nice. They do have one that is in this same formulation that I believe has colloidal oatmeal in it. I forget the name of that one. I would definitely recommend that over this if you need some skin protecting and soothing, but otherwise I think this is a good basic drugstore moisturizer. I won't repurchase because, like I said, I was just using it on the body and I have different body moisturizers that I prefer, but works both for the body and face. Okay, next, this is a brush cleansing gel actually from Real Techniques for makeup brushes, and I did not like this at all. This really just, it didn't properly cleanse my brushes. I felt like I had to sit there forever trying to scrub. It just didn't do a good job for me, didn't cut it, and also it does have fragrances in it. That's something that I've started to think about, is cleaning my brushes with fragrance-free soaps and cleansers, because of course then I'm going to put those on my face and that could irritate my skin. So if you are someone that gets irritated by fragrances, something to consider. So what I've actually been doing is just using a bar of soap that's fragrance-free right now, and I really like that method. So I'll link the one that I've been using below, but this just did not do a good job. Next is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Gel Cream. So this is the fragrance-free version and it smells like salty Play-Doh. Did not like that at all. Obviously, when things are fragrance-free, they're not going to smell amazing, but I have a lot of fragrance-free body lotions that just don't really have a scent at all. This really smelled salty to me and I just didn't like that, but I love the formulation. They do have a non-fragrance-free version available, or one with added fragrance, but I didn't really like that smell either. It's just kind of that sugary, artificial scent that some people maybe love, but I can't deal with, especially all over my body. So I wish they would come out with better scents in this range because this formulation is so, so nice. They describe it perfectly. It's a gel-like creamy lotion and it feels really good. So that's a bummer. This is my ordinary virgin marula oil, which is part of my hair oil routine. Absolutely 100% going to repurchase. I love this oil for my hair. You can also use it on the face, but I just don't love facial oils because I have oily skin. So if you want a really nice oil for the hair that's affordable, look no further. Okay, next. This is from Wet n Wild. It's their Photo Focus Banana Setting Powder, and I feel like when I first tried this out, I must have had a self-tan on or just was a little bit more tan than I am right now, and it worked for me then, and I did really like the formulation, but I've noticed over time that this really, really oxidizes on me, and because it's yellow and a banana setting powder, I typically just like to focus those under the eye area and not usually all over the face because that can kind of change the color of my foundation. And this was oxidizing a lot under my eyes and making them look just a little too dark. So I wish they had some lighter options available because I feel like it would be really nice and a good affordable setting powder, but definitely not one I'll repurchase. Ooh, we have a Timeless skincare serum. I really, really enjoy this brand. This is their Matrixyl Synth 6 serum. So it has Matrixyl Synth 6, aloe, glycerin, hyaluronic acid, and that's basically it. They just have really, really nice serum formulations, and while they maybe are not the most impressive of all time when it comes to ingredients, kind of similar to The Ordinary where they just have a couple key highlights and that's basically it. So it's not really going to be an all-in-one serum if you're looking for something for anti-aging, let's say, but still is a really great brand, and I think this is a nice serum if you are seeking out that ingredient in particular. So probably not going to be something that I repurchase because, again, the Dermatology Needleless Serum just is something that is that all-in-one serum for me, but one that I still think is really nice. Ooh, okay, I really liked this actually. This is a body lotion from Aveeno. It just says creamy moisturizing right here and nothing else. Like creamy moisturizing what? Oh, it says oil beneath that. Creamy moisturizing oil. This is definitely not an oil. It's a body lotion. I don't get that. So it says it softens dry skin. It has soothing oat. So it has colloidal oatmeal in it, which is an awesome skin protecting ingredient, and almond oil. And this one has added fragrance, but I actually really like the scent of this. It just has that almondy smell, which is really yummy for a body lotion if you ask me. But this has such a nice formulation. Perfect as far as weight. It's really nice and hydrating and moisturizing, but it's not too thick or greasy or anything like that. So if you're on the lookout for an affordable body lotion, this is definitely a great one. Oh man, the Cerave Skin Renewing Night Cream. This is such a nice moisturizer, and honestly is probably their best thicker moisturizer formulation. I definitely prefer this to their moisturizing cream. It feels so much more conditioning. It's softer. It has much more of a luxurious formulation. Of course, that comes at a higher price, but I think it's definitely worth it. One of the better moisturizers at the drugstore. It has shea butter in it. Ooh, this is such a good one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Makeup just Hall of Fame right here. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I used to love this. It's so pretty and hydrating, and it looks fresh under the eyes. The shade that I have here is medium light neutral. I think I have another one in here. Yes, I do. It's light warm. So light warm is my shade when I'm fair, and then medium light neutral when I have a little bit of a tan. I would also mix these. So pretty, but just as time has gone on, I just don't ever reach for it anymore because it's not really a buildable concealer. So I know that it says complete coverage, but it's definitely not full coverage. I would say it's a natural to medium coverage concealer. So if you don't really have intense under eye circles or discoloration around the eyes, definitely look into these because the formulation's beautiful. But if you're like me and you need some covering on that discoloration, then these are they're not enough. So I wish this had just a little bit more coverage because I feel like this would be a holy grail concealer for me, especially as I start to get older and fine lines start to be more pronounced around the eyes. So, bummer. Okay, Covergirl Lash Blast Clean. I used to love Covergirl Lash Blast in middle school forever ago, and I always just loved these wands. I am a huge fan of these, what are these called again? Plastic wands versus natural, because they do a really nice job at separating the lashes. And I used to be a huge fan of this range in general. I know that they continuously come out with different forms of Lash Blast. I don't know that there's that much of a difference between them. This one included. I didn't really notice any different compared to what I remember before from their other ones. And it just does not hold a leg against my Maybelline Lash Sensational, which many of you probably know is my all-time favorite mascara. So won't repurchase this, but it also wasn't bad by any means. We have a Geek and Gorgeous serum. This is their 101 Sea Glow 15% vitamin C serum. So this is a 15% ascorbic acid serum. Really great affordable option. I'm a huge fan of Geek and Gorgeous. I know it's not as accessible in the US because they're a Hungarian brand, and I think you have to spend like $80 to get free shipping, which is definitely not ideal, but if that is okay with you, they have some great products. Good vitamin C serum, really comparable to Dermatology's. They also have a niacinamide serum. Their Jelly Joker cleanser is one of my holy grails. It's so nice. So really great brand. I personally won't repurchase this because I prefer Dermatology's for a 15% vitamin C serum, or the Timeless Vitamin C, which actually is a 20% serum. So another ordinary hair oil. I guess I used up, that's right, I did use up almost all of my oils. So this is the Moroccan Argan oil, which is one of my other trio of oils that I use on the hair. So Marula, Moroccan Argan, and if you want to know the third, hair washing video. Next is the Cerave Daily Moisturizing Lotion for normal to dry skin. This is something that as time went on, I also transitioned into a body lotion because I just reach for other moisturizers for my face much more than this one. And I actually think this is a great body moisturizer. Non-sticky, non-greasy, dries down really well, but feels very nice and moisturizing. So definitely check it out for a body moisturizer if you just don't love this for the face or just start using it like that. Not something I think I'll repurchase at this point because, again, I have other body moisturizers that I prefer, but still is a good one for that price especially. Okay, so I know I have two of these, so I'm gonna pull out the other ones. So these are from Sol de Janeiro, and they're body moisturizers. I actually got these as part of a Sephora sample, like gift situation. Maybe the only time that I have ever used a Sephora sample in my entire life. They're normally terrible, but these were actually so good. I fell in love with both of them. So the first is the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, and the second is the Coco Cabana Cream. I don't know if I remember which one smelled better. Oh, it smells so good. I definitely prefer the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream scent, but they're both amazing. It smells like a tropical vacation, and the formulations of these were everything. It's that luxurious, really soft and silky and smooth formulation, deeply moisturizing, but again, non-sticky. I love these so much. Not really usually the type of person to splurge, especially on a body moisturizer. Like, that's a category where I'm like, I don't need to spend a ton, and I don't remember exactly how much these were, but this is the type of thing I would splurge for. They were that good. So I think I'm gonna need to repurchase this one in the full size. Beautiful. Next is from Pureology. This is their Hydrate Air Dry Cream. So this is essentially for when you're not going to blow dry your hair and not use heat on it, and you want it to air dry nicely with just a little bit more something to it. So I really liked this product, but as I moved into just washing my hair only once a week, I basically stopped using it because I was never fully air drying my hair anymore, which is something that I used to do when I did wash more frequently. So I've had this for a really long time. Finally just used it all up. How I actually ended up using it, since I wasn't air drying anymore, is just on the ends of my hair to add some moisture and just a little bit of conditioning effect before I went to bed at night. So, you know, like midweek hair treatment, prep, care, whatever you want to call it. So this was really good, and I definitely think it helped my hair to dry quickly and just look better, but I don't know if they carry this anymore. I'll have to look and see. They may have replaced it. I'm not fully sure. But if you're someone that does air dry your hair, this is a really nice cream because it doesn't have a weird residue, doesn't weigh down the hair. I liked it a lot. Okay, we have an e.l.f. eye cream here. This is called their Illuminating Eye Cream. This, oh, I saved a little bit. I need to remember to do this more to show you guys, but I always forget. So this is what this looks like. This is not something that I'm going to repurchase. While it has great ingredients and felt really nice as far as the consistency goes, it's something that over time started to just sting around the eye area for me. So if you have really sensitive eyes, eyelids, under eyes, then maybe skip this one. But if not, it is a really nice formulation and another great affordable eye cream option. Obviously, eye creams aren't necessary, but you guys know I love a good eye cream. They have a nicer formulation a lot of the times, and I like to use something thicker around my eyes than I do on my face. So I often do need a separate eye cream only. So not gonna rebuy, but not a bad one. Another e.l.f. product. So this is their Holy Hydration Face Cream, their fragrance-free version, and this is such a nice drugstore moisturizer. Definitely one of the best formulations from the drugstore that I have ever found. I actually prefer to use this as a neck cream during the day, which I know is very specific, but something that I found myself always reaching for a nice neck cream. It feels beautiful. It is a lighter weight formulation, but it still is a cream. So I think it would work well with honestly most skin types. It's really nice, definitely worth looking into. Okay, next is my favorite product to remove makeup. It's the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water. This is their sensitive skin formulation, and I personally love it, so I'll use it on top of a microfiber towel, like again, my face halo or makeup erasers, or I have some that I got off of Amazon that are really cheap that I will link below as well. I'll put this on top of that towel, add some warm water, and my makeup just glides right off. Zero irritation, zero greasiness. I love this stuff. I know not everyone is a huge fan of these, but I feel like that's because they are kind of marketed in a way that makes you think that you should use this as a cleanser and makeup remover all in one, and this is not something that's great at actually properly cleansing the skin. So that's not how I'm using it. I'm using it for makeup removal only as like a step one in my double cleanse. Then I'll use a cleanser after that, and I think it's great. So if you're not really into thick balms for removing makeup or oils, I think you'll love this. Next is another makeup removal product actually from The Ordinary. This is their Squalene Cleanser, and this is one of the few cleansing balms, lotions, whatever you want to call it, that has a formulation like this that I really love, because again, certain ones can definitely just be too greasy for me, but I really enjoy this. I think it feels so nice, and it's a really fun formulation. It's like a creamy moisturizer at first, but as you start to rub it into the skin, it kind of turns into an oil, but not a really greasy oil. I think it's a really nice product. I like the way that it breaks down my makeup, and again, this is not something that I use as an individual or standalone cleanser, but it's a great makeup removal product as step one in your double cleanse, so definitely going to rebuy this. Okay, two more Cerave products. So the first is their Eye Repair Cream. I'm not going to repurchase this. It's fine. I don't love the formulation, and I have other eye creams that I do really love instead of this. So while it's not a bad product, I'm just like, not super impressed. And then their Resurfacing Retinol Serum, I think, is a great retinol serum for oily skin. It also has licorice root in it and niacinamide to help to brighten dark spots. And it's a really nice lightweight jelly formulation versus, I think in my last Empties video, I showed you their Renewing Retinol, which is a little bit better for dry skin. So while I really like them, I like the ingredients, I like the formulation, I just wish they told us how much retinol was in here, because that's something that I want to know. I want to know the concentration so that I can directly compare and pick one that's more potent. So I use retinol creams on my neck and around my eyes. I don't put them on my face because I use tretinoin all over my face, but I do think it makes for a really nice eye cream as well. So I just wish they told us. Why don't they tell us? And the final product is my Dermatology Needleless Serum. I didn't even realize this was in here when I was referring to it. So this is actually their old formulation. They have recently reformulated it and added some new ingredients. So if you want to hear my thoughts on that, hear what ingredients were added, what's changed, what's the same, I will link that video below for sure, but I still love this stuff so much. I wanted to say that I know in the past I've told you guys that my discount code for them is Abbey20. They have recently changed their affiliate program, and now instead of discount codes like that stay the same all the time, we just have links that will get you that 20% off code instead. So you don't have to plug in that discount code anymore, but you do have to click on my link that I have in my description box, and I have that in the box of every single one of my videos. So if you just go to any video of mine, click on my box, you'll see 20% off Dermatology link. Click on that, that will get you 20% off automatically, and then you don't have to type in a code. So wanted to make sure that I said that because I know that I've told you guys my code in multiple videos. If you want 20% off to make this more affordable, the link will be below, but I really, really love this serum. Great ingredients, great formulation. It's so good. Okay, we've made it to the end. That is it for this Empties video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you tried any of these? Did you have a similar experience to me? Did you have an opposite experience to me? Are you interested in purchasing anything after watching this video? Again, I'll have everything linked in my description box below in order of mention to keep it nice and organized for you. If there's anything else you would like to see from me next, leave that request in the comments as well. And if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click on that notification bell, send my channel to a friend. You know the drill. All of those things really help to support me, which mean so much. My next video will be up in a few days, so stay tuned for that. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.